Welcome back to the Land Flipping Formula weekly live session. I'm your host, Abdil, and of course, this is brought to you by the Land Investing Pros, Paul and Willie. And today's topic, I'm going to be talking a little bit about how to scale your business, basically automation, outsourcing labor, and also how to leverage money. Now, before I get started, I like to give out a few shout outs. So before I jump into that, I just want to make sure that there's enough people watching this. So give us some likes, give us some comments, ask me any questions that you may have about the topic or about whatever it is that you're thinking about in terms of land investing. However, today's topic really ties in well with what we spoke about last week. We did speak a little bit about SMS, sending out short text messaging services, or using cold calling, and also letter campaigns. Today, we're going to be talking completely about just scaling your business, about how to become really an actual boss and not just a worker. You want to be an investor, not a real estate worker or an agent. So I'm going to be teaching you or sharing a few tips on what we do here at the Land Investing Pros, tips from Willie, tips from myself, and also from Aaron and Paul. We're all pretty aware of how to scale a business, especially in land investing. But before I get started, again, give us some likes, send me some comments. If you're watching this live, comment live. If you're watching this in the future, comment future or replay. Now, I want to give out a few shout outs because one for Aaron, because he's been working his tail off, even though he's getting married soon, so he has a lot on his plate right now. But shout out to him for his last deal. I believe he acquired the property for somewhere around $2,000, sold it for around $25,000. Now, those are big margins to hit on a simple property. And I know that a lot of people get kind of skeptical and kind of scared about properties like that, where they only cost so much, right? But it is very doable. And I'll just give you a little, background on Aaron, like what he does. He's not playing hot potato with these properties. He's not trying to get rid of them fast necessarily. If he gets rid of them fast, that's great. But the thing is that even if he holds it a little longer than usual, he's still making 10 times what he purchased it for. So it's still a good investment to end with. And taxes after holding it for maybe 6 or 7 months is not that much on the properties that we acquire. Usually it's anywhere from 50 to 100, and it's not a lot really. But going back to the topic at hand, after giving out a few shout outs, man, scaling your business, this is the real stuff. This is actually the real stuff on how to become your own boss. You want to be the one making the revenue building decisions. So when you're talking about scaling, I always think about outsourcing. I always think about leveraging money, and of course about automation. Automation is something you should always look to invest in. So let's start with pretty much into outsourcing. For me, the type of outsourcing that I use really is mostly my VAs. They're the ones that do most of the tedious work. We do have a VA service in the Land Investing Pros that you can check out at landinvestingpros.com. And they'll basically do either the due diligence as well as the ad campaigns that you might have to run, email campaigns. You can have them do pretty much anything, honestly, as long as you can train them well and you can trust them in that. And of course, pay them, right? Because they don't do that stuff for free. And they work really hard. So make sure that you are taking care of your VAs. Now, I have my own VAs. I don't use the land VAs from the Land Investing Pros. The ones that I used came with me prior to knowing Paul and Willie. So for me, training them was really essential, and I do trust them. So they get a lot of the gritty stuff and also some of the decision making as well. So in terms of how much responsibility you want to give your VAs, that is totally up to you. But things like due diligence is really important. Even just scrubbing lists can be really important. You don't want to waste or have your letters come back because they made some kind of error, and as well as really anything that has to do with ads, marketing, they can do as well. You should be able to train them yourself, or like I said, in a VA service like ours, they already know what they're doing, so you can just pretty much tell them what they need to do, and they'll do it for you. So outsourcing, really, any type of labor that you need to do for more than an hour or two should be outsourced. I don't spend that much time in doing tedious work on my land investing business. I focus on the revenue building decisions. Now, the point is to reach financial freedom. So if you're trying to scale your business and it ends up giving you more work, then you're going about it wrong. I would rather you outsource these things and delegate it to someone else that you trust. Heck, even your sales can be delegated to someone, to either a realtor or to another salesman that you trust as well. They can be a VA, or they can be a regular salesman that you trust, and you can train as well in about owner financing and so on. So pretty much with outsourcing, VAs will come in really handy, and especially in this work and this in this industry, everything can be done online, so you don't really have to do much on onboarding with training face-to-face. It's all done online. So any of the tools are out there online, and I'll go over some of the automation tools that you can use to train your VAs as well. Alrighty. Now, again, if you have any questions about land investing, about the topic in general, go ahead, comment on the comments below. Either if you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Leave any comments there. I'll make sure to check them out. I know that we're here on the Land Flipping Formula Facebook group. You can come join us here as well. And we offer us a bunch of information. I give out probably way too much information, or free information. We do have checklists as well on how to do certain things like due diligence and choosing a market and pricing your offer. So if you're looking for anything like that, then I would love to give you some more information. I can email that to you. So comment below checklist if you would like to check out any of our checklists, okay? And we got a shout out here from Giovanna Marino. Hello, how do you go about getting the tax delinquent list from the treasurer's office? So you can go and, so first of all, give them a call. The county treasurer office usually has a website on there, and you can get all the information on the county website. You can also use tools like DataTree or Agent Pro. However, they do cost some money, so you can debate whether you want to use those or not. And those are some of the tools to use that you can have a VA, something that you can train your VA in. My VAs personally use Agent Pro. That's what they knew, so that's what we keep using. Thank you, Giovanna Marino, for that question. And I want to specify some of the things that you should be working on. So outsourcing or delegating some of the tasks to your VAs, right, would be anything from due diligence to running ads, right, email campaigns, or managing all those tedious stuff. And you want to focus on either investing in automation or other types of investments, and choosing hot markets, maybe negotiating or working with the buyers or the owners. You want to be pretty much the face, right, of your company. So for me, it's really important to be the voice, be the face of my company. So most of my email campaigns, most of my marketing comes directly to my personal phone, and the first person that they usually speak with in terms of either buying or selling their property is me. So and I like to approach it that way to make it a little more personable. It's a lot easier for me to sell with someone who's on the phone that I'm speaking with, rather than just either messaging or emailing back and forth. However, those are good ways to start and to warm up your leads. Now, I talked a little bit about investing in automation, and I want to be straightforward with you on these tools. When you're working on, like, for example, Giovanna asked about the county treasurer's office. You can call the county, and they can give you information. You can look it up online on the county website. However, you can honestly just have for example, Data Tree or Agent Pro do that for you, and you can have a VA do that download that listing for you. Tax delinquent lists are pretty readily available out there. It's not something that's hidden necessarily. Now, with automation, I mean, tools like, for example, in email marketing like MailChimp, or letter campaigns like letterprinting.net, anything like that is going to help you expand your reach. And when it comes to marketing, it's really just a numbers game. So you want to increase that number as big as possible, because by increasing that, you're going to increase your probability. And then you just worry about quality. The quality of your ads, the quality of your email campaigns, how well you're trying to bring these people or traffic these people into your website or into your phone number, like myself. I don't really have a website. Like I said, all my email campaigns lead people directly to me because I want to be the one speaking to them. And normally I try to outsource some of this stuff out to my VAs, and I am looking for someone who will take eventually my spot in doing sales. But and for this point until now, I'm the one doing and closing all the deals and doing all the sales. All right. Now, again, like if you have any questions on the marketing tools that you can use, message me on Facebook or email me if you're on YouTube. My email should be below, aherrera@landinvestingpros.com. Now that should be ready available to you. You can send me a message, send me an email requesting any other information. If you are looking to work with us or partner with us, we're ready available for that as well. I want to get into something that I like to talk about the most, and it's you can even see it on my face. I'm glowing. Leveraging money. After everything is said and done, you can spend money on automation, right? You can spend money on VAs and train them and everything, but money is pretty finite unless you're already a millionaire. And if you are, then kudos to you. But with leveraging money, what I mean by that is basically using other people's money. You're going to be able to expand your reach and grow your inventory a lot faster. In other words, you're going to scale a lot faster by using other people's money than if you would using your own, if you were to use your own. The reason why that is because the minute that you find a funder or an investor that will fund your acquisitions, for example, your properties, right? Then the money that you would have used to acquire that property or all those properties now becomes your play money, your operation or expense money. Your marketing budget increases exponentially at that point, so you can go out and use all the automation, all the tools to expand your marketing. You can you'll be able to acquire more property, you'll be able to sell more property this way. So don't underestimate, don't be afraid to reach out to investors, get to know them. Really, most of them are just regular people. They're not superior to your elites. They're really nice people. And at the Land Flipping Formula, we have all kinds of people in our community. There are investors, there are wholesalers, there are people who are just there to learn. And we have developers, builders. So come join us. Honestly, network is the correct word for this segment, I guess. If you're trying to find an investor, networking is very important. Join the groups that would have them. So come join us, like I said, at the Land Flipping Formula. I get a lot of students or people that I partner with that I help ask me about that. Should I use my own money? I think, honestly, at any point that you're in, you should look for investors. But if you have the means in the very beginning, it's really good to start out and fund your own property. I think it's a really good learning experience on money. But let me share a little more on how to work your investments, because you want to be able to let the money work for you. And a lot of people get scared with using other people's money, because you have to pay it back to them somehow, and you have to make a profit on this. So really have to have a lot of confidence that you'll be able to sell the properties that you're acquiring with other people's money. So the way that I approach honestly any funding, any borrowing of money, I usually pay my monthly or quarterly payments to them. I just pay the interest on those, and then pretty much set my principal to be paid by the end of the year. So either by the end of the term or by the end of the year. It really just depends on the negotiating that you do with the investor himself or herself. Now, with the property that I am acquiring with this investor's money, I usually do owner finance for the buyer, and that's month-to-month payment. So I set it up to pay my principal within the first year, and that way I can get out of that really quickly and be able to start making a profit on these things. No, I mean, it's not really difficult. I just explained it in like 1 minute or less. It can be kind of scary, but I will tell you that where there's high risk, there's high reward, like they say. So definitely something you should be looking to do or incorporate in your business if you want to scale your business at the level where Paul and Willie, myself, and Aaron are. Leveraging money, like I said, will help you expand your reach in marketing and expand your inventory and property. Now, honestly, that's pretty much the gist of outsourcing. You want to focus solely on those things that will make you more money, right? That will increase the revenue. Because in the end, when you focus on that, you'll be a more help to the people under you. You'll be a greater help. You're not helping anyone by micromanaging if they know what they're doing. So you should be training them and then pretty much letting them go and just overseeing the whole operation. At that point, you are the boss. You are just a real estate investor and just managing, focusing on the macro management. And honestly, that takes about 5, maybe 10 hours a week, and you'll have a lot more time to focus on other things that you want to focus on, whether it's family, whether it's your own life, or for me, my dog, and just going out camping and enjoying life. Honestly, with all this, I shared a post earlier. You can go check it out on my Facebook, Tio Herrera, and Aaron actually posted it. I just thought it was so funny, when people want to escape a 9-to-5 and they they become entrepreneurs. So they create their own business, and now they have to work 24/7. And honestly, that doesn't have to be the case with land investing. It's one of those niches that can be easily automated, where you can delegate and outsource and just leverage money pretty easy, because there's so many investors out there who are looking for a good investment. So with that being said, that's pretty much it. That wraps it up for me here at the Land Investing Pros at the Land Flipping Formula weekly live session. If you have any questions, I'll give you like a few minutes to ask any questions if you do have any. But pretty much that wraps it up for me. For those watching this on YouTube, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We'll be back next week with more information, more content. And if you are watching this on the Land Flipping Formula Facebook group, comment any questions you have with some likes, give us some hearts, comment live if you're watching this live, or if you're watching this later on, comment replay. Again, if you're looking for some free information on due diligence, on pricing your offers, or on pretty much anything to do with land investing, give us a holler, comment checklist below. And of course, if you're looking to partner with us, if you're looking for someone to help you set up shop, scale your business, make those first few sales, then email me below. If you're on YouTube, message me if you're on Facebook. Have a great day, guys, and I really hope that this has been a help to you. Take care.